I cross-referenced this one guy that was from the Navy, and it gets a little bit more complicated than even doing the mouth guards, because we do some really great work to get this guy out of Michigan. May I say his name?
Sure.
Robert Teachout has Patriot Dental Laboratory in Michigan, and he's, I would say, the best dental laboratory technician in the United States right now. But he's my dental lab tech, and basically most of the time I outsourced to him. But this time, what I did was I got these ProForm mouth guards. And actually, you can see they start out completely flat. I did bring it as a demonstration, even though, Ray, I know it's a radio show, although it is streamed.
We have a camera
so
there, yeah.
It's streamed. And I actually upgraded these. I had talked to Alton and Jordan earlier in the season. And I said, well, there is mouth guards which are 7% of an inch thick. And not to get into too many detail, but this is 15% of an inch thick. Okay, so you're talking about double plus one. So what these are a triple layered sports quality mouth guard that the ADA recognizes and approves for professional level sports mouth guards. If it was that the NFL required it, other professional sports teams do, including the Sarasota Scorpions.
And what does it do for the injury rate?
Well, it cuts it down significantly, and it's not just even a matter of losing teeth, because what happens is, you were joking a minute ago saying helmets flying, etc., but the truth of the matter is helmets can fly off, and if you have uncovered dentition or teeth, you can actually get a laceration in your forehead and your skull that is far worse than even the caliber of losing your teeth. So statistics-wise, I don't want to quote because it might not be exact from year to year or arena football, etc., but it cuts it way, way down. And we're not just talking about losing teeth, we're talking about lacerations of the tongue, lacerations of the inner cheek, laceration of other players' cheeks, head, face, etc., and also it's just much, you feel much more confident when you're running along, and you know that you don't have to worry about that. Because like Dean will probably say that, like in the last minute, probably a million things could run through your mind. Boom, what do you want to focus on? That play, right?
Right. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you like it? How's it working for you?
It works perfect. I mean, I haven't had any problems with it yet. It holds my teeth all together for me, so
yeah.
I can't complain about nothing for it.
Good.
We only have a couple of minutes left. I wanted to ask you, Dean, when the season's over, what do you want people to remember about the Scorpions' defense?
Definitely, you're going to see a lot of hard hitting. You're going to remember that. You're going to remember people being in your lap as we put them over the wall. You might even catch a helmet or two. You never know.
All right, this has been The Sting. This week with the Sarasota Scorpions, I want to thank Dr. Damian Stone for coming down here and discussing the mouth guards and everything else he does. And the Scorpions want to thank you as well. Thank you, Dean, for stopping by. You're going to see number 55 all over the field once we get started. Again, the new dates are going to be released by early next week at the very latest. Just want to say again that we're going to honor all tickets that have been given away. And we're going to leave these pair that no one had the answer for tonight. We're going to leave them with Ozzy. And thank you. We'll see you next week with Kurt Lowe and Sid Lowe. This is The Sting.
WTMY, 1280 AM, Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice.
It's uninterrupted and it is intensifying.
CNN Radio, I'm Stan Case. The hour's lead story, the U.S. Census Bureau is still waiting for millions of Americans to return their 2010 forms. Director Robert Groves says they're about halfway through the process.
About half of the people have mailed them in, and we have about 2 more weeks that we'll be accepting those mail-ins.
Beginning May 1st, people who don't return their forms can expect a census worker to come calling. President Obama is urging business and the government to be sensitive to the needs of American workers trying to balance careers and family obligations.
We as a society still see workplace flexibility policies as a special perk for women rather than a critical part of a workplace that can help all of us.
The president hosted a workplace flexibility forum at the White House. He's also upset some of his own supporters with a plan to explore for oil and gas off the Atlantic and Gulf coasts. The president says it balances concerns about the environment with the need for affordable energy. Conservationists say it risks serious damage to coastal areas. is some good news for rain-soaked residents of the Northeast.